Rennie Good was a gifted soul, a writer and a poet and a mother, wow. She tried to hit an agent with her car, oh no. Pop motherfucker, now she's gone. Yeah. Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-headed fuckables with the septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease. You fuck around and find out it's what it is. Jeffrey Pretty was a Jewish homo. Started talking shit to protect a chomo. He was getting nicked when he pulled a gun. Bam, motherfucker, now you're gone. Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-headed fuckables with the septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease. Fuck around and find out what that is.
Is that not catchy? You like that? Just for the hell of it, I'm going to play it again. Fuck around and find.
Rennie Good was a gifted soul, a writer and a poet and a mother, wow. She tried to hit an agent with her car, oh no. Pop motherfucker, now she's gone. Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-headed fuckables with the septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease. You fuck around and find out it's what it is. Jeffrey Pretty was a Jewish homo. Started talking shit to protect a chomo. He was getting nicked when he pulled a gun. Bam, motherfucker, now you're gone. Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-headed fuckables with the septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease. Fuck around and find out what that is.
Game over is right. I love that. Fuck around and find out. Hey, we're going to fuck around and find out about the Epstein list. Yeah. Or is it the Epstein bait and switch? News is saying, bombshell. Pam Bondi announces all Epstein-related materials released. 300 names. Are they gonna around and find out? Yeah, I love it too. Wasn't that good? Stinky fish. Yes, I tried to give up cussing. I guess it's okay when you sing, right? Come on. If it's okay yelling out loud cussing when you're having sex, and that doesn't count as cussing, then can't we do it when we sing? Here you go, folks. Today's program is brought to you by the fine folks at Goldco. Here's what I'd like you to do, okay? And I'm struggling with my microphone to adjust it. I would love for you to go to jovanlovesgold.com. Don't make all this racket in the background like I'm doing, but hey. I'd like for you to go to jovanlovesgold.com. I'd like you just to fill out the form, okay? Fill out the form and get your free gold and silver kit today. Why? Simply because you got to feed your brain. It's that simple. I tell people about it. And everybody says, oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I want to find out about it. Oh, I should know that. And then you never do anything. Stop it. Do it. Quit putting it off. Now is the time, folks. Now is the time to protect your money with gold and silver. At least find out about it. Can you just do that for me? That way it just didn't fall on deaf ears. Okay. Over the Valentine's Massacre holiday. Oh, yeah. You didn't know it was celebration of a mob hit? Over the mob hit holiday that you now spend great money for cards and candies and dinners. Yeah. Oh, you don't know history? Anyway. The government, in all of its wisdom, released 300 incredibly powerful, politically charged names associated with Epstein list. Typical people went screaming. I heard Bannon, who is on the list, screamed about Elon, who is on the list. You got to, President Trump, you got to go seize SpaceX right now. You got to seize SpaceX. Okay. Well, that's what we're going to cover. Okay. That's what we're going to cover. We're going to go over some of the names because some of the names are kind of jaw dropping. It's just the way it is. Some of the names are jaw dropping. And I believe in my duty to you to, make you the smartest patriot in the room. I do need to bring you up to speed on certain names on the list. That's what we're going to cover. You got 3 minutes. Sprint, run, share this program right now. We'll get started.
Rennie Good was a gifted soul, a writer and a poet and a mother, wow. She tried to hit an agent with her car, oh no. Pop, motherfucker, now she's gone. Yeah. Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-haired and fuckables with the septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease. You fuck around and find out it's what it is. Jeffrey Pretty was a Jewish homo. Started talking shit to protect a chomo. He was getting nicked when he pulled a gun. Bam, motherfucker, now you're gone. Yeah. Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-haired and fuckables with a septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease. Fuck around and find out what that is.
Warning. The following program has been rated Gilligaff and is intended for open-minded audiences. If the truth offends you, or if you are allergic to focused intensity, intellectual athleticism, or the occasional F-bomb or even irreverent humor, please switch off now. If your delicate sensibilities need to be worried about or addressed, might we recommend the Underwater Basket Weaving channel to you? Otherwise, sit back, enjoy the wisdom, insight, and wicked sense of humor.
Cut the crap. How many times a day do you want to say that to politicians, the elite, the loony liberals, the fake news media, and the gender-confused, emotional socialist snowflake crowd? Cut the crap is your secret weapon for fighting for our freedoms and our great republic. It all begins with a massive mental enema, freeing you from the toxic news and politically correct views, which constipate your consciousness with stinking thinking. Your host, Jovan Hutton Pulitzer. He's known for calling out politicians and telling them to cut the crap. You've seen him on virtually every television network and listened to him on Coast to Coast Radio. And now he's here to help you learn to fight for America. Culture, race, and American politics. They all have one thing in common. They all need to cut the crap. Now, here's your host, Jovan Hutton Pulitzer.
Okay, folks, welcome to the program. I have to share with you a few things that I guess you should know. For some weird reason, I do not know what it is at all, but X is mucking with my stream, and it's getting hard to find. And I apologize, but I do not know what it is. I am in active dialogue with them to say, hey, X, something's going on with my screen, with my, my live stream, and you got to figure out what it is, because it's not posting right, and then it's not hanging around. So I don't exactly know what's up, but it did occur at the same exact time that I started teaching you how to inform President Trump to basically use the current infrastructure bills, protected infrastructure bills, to make sure about elections. So I'm sure that somewhere in X's files, government officials that are bad guys called and said, hey, this is this, this is that. So we're going through it. We're trying to figure out what it is. We're going through it right now. Okay. What we're going to do in this program is we're going to talk about the Epstein files that got released. Is it a bait and switch, or is it a bombshell? All kinds of news is heralding this as a bombshell. Oh my God, it's the rest of the information. More names than you can imagine. By the way, I did puke green on my screen. See puke green on my screen? But you know what? It's making me nuts. I just don't like that color. I don't like that color because it's just pukey. So I'm going to change that. Anyway, because what we're going to talk about is the puke that goes on in our government. So a lot of places, pundits and stuff, it's a bombshell. Okay, let's take a look at this bombshell. Let's take a look at the buildup. If you had to take a look at what's going on, you're hearing a tremendous amount of stuff in elections, raids, potential raids, really, really stern worded letters, meetings in Arizona, unannounced, with election. Anyway, right now we're in a ton of mashugana, and we're going to try to cipher through it. But one of the things is this Epstein list. So first, let me show you some of the things that are trending that everybody's hearing about that, from Valentine's to now. But here it is. This is the biggest thing ever. Can't believe it. Anyway, this speaks for itself.
Ladies and gentlemen, history happened on Valentine's Day, 2026. They released the other half of the files, and Congressman Burchett and others have said it is insanely more satanic and devastating than even what we saw previously. Just going through the files today,
it's more satanic than we thought previously. Pay attention to the news.
Ladies and gentlemen, history happened on Valentine's Day, 2026. They released the other half of the files, and Congressman Burchett and others have said it is insanely more satanic and devastating than even what we saw previously. Just going through the files today, it's Epstein talking to Woody Allen about grinding up bones of people, eating human bodies, how great his diet is. I mean, that's what these people are into, folks. All the medical experiments that's coming out about aborting babies to harvest them, what I told you years ago they were doing, I was the first to break it. This is so massive. And they just released the list of anybody prominently mentioned by Epstein. There is no actual client list that we know of. And so it's there. And of course, there's even more documents out there in different courts and places. And Trump's battling in federal court to have that released. Democrats are trying to block it in federal court. The different grand jury testimony, information was brought out. I have talked about how Trump joined the cover-up obliquely and how it's been wrong. They believe that we crashed the stock market. Trump didn't have any idea what was in there and the full extent of it. Now he sees that it fully exonerates him. He's ordered everything released. This is the pressure we put on him. This is so historic, and it shows the power of the people. But the deep state is in full panic mode. God knows they're about to stage. Will they hit the power grid with a cyber attack? Will they launch a new war? Who knows? Because they are desperate right now. They are so incredibly desperate. And I've been putting major pressure on Trump publicly and privately. I have called his advisors. I've called the White House, and I've told them, you see me on air, that I'm going to war with them if they don't release this. Why would Trump commit political suicide like this? It's totally insane. When all the evidence says he never committed any of the crimes, he was the guy that dropped the dime. I reported that 10 years ago, that happened 18 years ago on Epstein. That's now been declassified. It's been released by local police, by the feds. It's in the files. So why did he do it? Well, we know why. Pam Bondi a couple days ago in Congress said, well, we'll crash the stock market. Well, this is going to crash the whole country if we don't do this. And there's international rings doing this, okay? The rings in Europe are all part of it. They're just as big. The UK is even bigger. Keir Starmer officially covered this up and ran for 15 years as the chief magistrate, not prosecuting any pedophiles. So this goes right to the heart. That's why all these Democrats and leftists and globalists are resigning everywhere. That's why it's all these top Democrats and Leonardo DiCaprio and all these Hollywood scum that are all over it. They're all for the WEF. They're going down, folks. They tried to bluff Trump. They're not releasing it. That failed. Thank God for this. It's historic. More key reports, inside intel. We'll make some more phone calls right now. A special emergency podcast tonight with Fresh and Fit. I think it's live. No, it's going to air tomorrow. It's all coming up. We'll be working until late in the evening. Stay with us, and God bless you all. Follow me right here on X at Alex Jones and on Rumble at the Alex Jones Show and Infowars.com/show for the live feeds. God bless you all. I share this video. It's an Info Warrior, the Paul Revere's. I salute you all. We're winning the battles. We're going to win the war.
Okay. What do you think was the most important piece that was said in there? And it was said very subtly, very fast. And it should concern you. But what do you think it was? Did you pick up anything kind of unique in there? Just asking first. I just want to see if you see what I see. For all of it. I just want to see if you see what I see. Some of you are saying, sorry, I kind of tuned it out. Many of you did. Some of you think Alex is horrible. Some of you think Alex is great, is durable. He's this, he's wonderful. It's whatever. But I just want to see if you noticed one swap. There was a lot of drivel in there and a lot of keywords. Can we agree? A lot of keywords. Somebody said, because Trump said he was going to cover it up. If you cover it up, Mr. Trump, I'm going to go to war with you. Okay, that wasn't it. There was something else that was even more important. Something you've been told for a very long time now is being minimized. I'll give you a hint. Something you have been told for a very long time that is now being, well, actually minimized and re-engineered. Okay, I'll tell you what it is. You may have caught the part in there that he said they're releasing the names, but there's not a list. There never has been a list. These are just people that maybe Epstein may have named. You're going to see in full-fledged, and this is key to what I'm going to talk to you about today. A lot of fear. Going to shut down the internet. Going to take down the power line. But your Paul Revere's, don't worry. Okay. Those are all keywords. But when it comes to forensic words, really getting down to it, you saw a change in there that, well, there really wasn't a list. We're releasing names, but it's not a list. There never really was a list. It's just people Epstein might have mentioned. I'm going to play just that part again, to that part. Listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, history happened on Valentine's Day, 2026. They released the other half of the files. And Congressman Burchett and others have said it is insanely more satanic and devastating than even what we saw previously. Just going through the files today, it's Epstein talking to Woody Allen about grinding up bones of people, eating human bodies, how great his diet is. I mean, that's what these people are into, folks. All the medical experiments that's coming out about aborting babies to harvest them. What I told you years ago they were doing, I was the first to break it. This is so massive. And they just released the list of anybody prominently mentioned by Epstein. There is no actual client list that we know of. And so it's...
Okay. So there's not a client list now. It's not a list. It's not a list of people who went to the island. It's a list that Jeffrey Epstein mentioned. I want you to key in on that. What you're being given, and it'll be very apparent once I explain it to you, show it to you, whatever. You're being given a redefinition. I want you to understand the delivery it's in. Horrible, 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 shocking, shocking. Switch. One more time.
Ladies and gentlemen, history happened on Valentine's Day, 2026. They released the other half of the files, and Congressman Burchett and others have said it is insanely more satanic and devastating than even what we saw previously. Just going through the files today, it's Epstein talking to Woody Allen about grinding up bones of people, eating human bodies, how great his diet is. I mean, that's what these people are into, folks. All the medical experiments that's coming out about aborting babies to harvest them, what I told you years ago they were doing, I was the first to break it. This is so massive. And they just released the list of anybody prominently mentioned by Epstein. There is no actual client list that we know of. And so.
Okay. That's all I want to warn you about. Because this is my personal opinion. What you're witnessing, what's really going on, is a bait and switch. It's a double one. It's a master bait and switch. Ooh, that's a double entendre too. It is a master bait and switch. And it's a master bait and switch. And I'm going to show you what's going on. You do not have to believe me. You are let off the hook immediately. You are immediately let off the hook. This case has now been solved. You know exactly what's going to happen and who's going to jail. Let me play it for you. Ready? Tell me if you can hear it. That's right. I wasn't saying a fucking thing. But I did a little dramatic acting for the camera there. Not a fucking thing. And this has been settled. And I'm going to show you how it's been settled. And I'm going to show you how they settled it. The sounds of silence. Okay. Okay. Let's go through it. I'm going to read you some of the names. I want to remind you that you need to think of this in the right context, okay? And so what this is from D.C. It's from the U.S. Department of Justice. I've given you this as a download on my locals. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Now they're fucking us again. Anyway, so this letter comes out from Chairman Grassley, Chairman Jordan, Ranking Member Dick Durbin, Ranking or Rank Member Jamie Raskin. I just want you to think about that. But anyway, Epstein Files Transparency Act, Section 3 report to Congress, breaking now. And so they're going to release this. And then it basically says all this gibberish shit, blah, 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 shit, blah, blah. Hang on, I'm paraphrasing, blah, blah, shit, not a mean a fucking thing, blah, blah, shit, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and once you get through all the blah, 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 they do a very interesting twist here. List of all government officials and politically exposed persons on a list that, we're releasing now. Below is a list of all government officials and politically exposed persons named or referenced in the released materials. The term politically exposed persons was not defined in the act. Wasn't this about the act? They wrote a law, an act. They're releasing names in relation to the act. But on the letter announcing the act for which they're releasing the act of the act to act on the Americans' need for them to act, not ask anybody, right? She's not involved. They're going to act. But they make this little disclosure. The term politically exposed persons was not defined in the act, but is in fact consistent with Section 3. Do you get this bullshit? You read a letter on a letterhead and you think it's something. In fact, let me show it to you. Hang on. Oh, wrong screen. Go back here. Go back here. Let me share my screen. I want it to look more official. Is that okay? That way, when you ask me about it, you ask me the right questions. Okay? So here it is. U.S. Department of Justice. Official on Massacre Day, February 14th. And it looks official. Transparency Act. Section 3 report to Congress. Epstein files Transparency Act requires within 15 days of release. And here it is. Ooh, look at all these citations. It must be important. And then we get down, right? Get down to all this stuff, sexual abuse, and we get all to it. And we get to a list of all government officials and politically exposed persons. But then there's this little bullshit thing here. The term politically exposed persons was not defined in the act, but consistent with Section 3 of the act. And it basically says these could have come from anywhere, including email. So let's look at some of these. Julian Assange, Steve Bannon. I'm on the left column. Steve Bannon, Beyonce, Biden, Hunter. Oh my God. Oh my God. Alec Baldwin, Jeff Bezos, Jill Biden, Tony Blair, oh, Cory Booker, Pam Bondi. Oh my God, we know now why. And we'll keep on going, right? Blah, blah, blah. Rahm Emanuel. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bill Gates, Rudy Giuliani, Nikki Haley. Oh, Michael Jackson, Jay-Z. Oh, the humanity of it all. Dan Bongino, Patrick Byrne, Michael Flynn, Dr. Frank. Sorry, I made that up. But he could have been a fluffer, but I just made that up for comedic value. Anyway, but you understand what I'm saying. All kinds of names. Whoopi Goldberg. They're all over it. George Conway, Ron DeSantis. Breaking news. Breaking news on the Epstein list. We, in fact, have Jeffrey Epstein. Back to our reporting. Melinda Gates. Sarah Huckabee. Merrick Garland. Lindsey Graham. Reid Hoffman. Mike Huckabee. Oh my God, was it a mother and daughter and father there? I don't want to think about these things. Monica Lewinsky. That sucks. I mean, well, probably. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Thomas Massey. Alyssa Milano. Steve Mnuchin, known as the Muncher, the Great Muncher. Robert Menendez. Benjamin Netanyahu. Loretta Lynch, Mike Pompeo, Jimmy Raskin, Dan Quayle, Diana Ross, Edward Snowden, George Soros, Eric Swallowswell. Big list, huh? Massey, yeah. Fucking A, man. What are we going to do? Well, let's kind of go through them one by one. Some of the dastardly people that visited Jeffrey Epstein's island is Margaret Thatcher. Oh my God. Robert Maxwell. Oh, Pierre Sassinger, former press secretary. Oh my God. Not the Pope, not Pope John Paul. Fucking, I didn't believe this one. I hate to say it because it kind of ruins her reputation. But Princess Diana, Elvis Presley, Kurt Cobain, Janis Joplin, oh my God, and Marilyn Monroe. Oh my God. Doesn't matter, they were all fucking dead. Because people aren't going to look, but it's the most searched names on the internet regarding anything. And it kind of coincides with Kurt Cobain was murdered in that new one. That's how stupid our government thinks we are. Yes, Janis Joplin, Marilyn Monroe had a tongue wrestling match. Princess Diana was there supervising. I want you to think about this, folks, because you know what? I'm not shitting you. I've been known to screw with your head during my broadcast, but I'm not shitting you. These are names. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh, Donald Trump. Chris Tucker. No. Zuckerberg. Folks. Alex Soros. Elliot Spitzer. Oh my God. Not Bruce Springsteen. Well, somebody has to boss him around. Barbara Streisand. Oh, Ben Shapiro. Oh, Marco Rubio. Ronald Reagan. Oh, man, he was into some weird shit. Janet Reno. Well, we know what she's into. Look at her. But you understand what I'm saying? Elon Musk, Barack Obama, Rosie O'Donnell. And that was just the three people they saw in that one room together. Michael Milken. Oh, Larry Kudlow was only there to cover it. Folks, what a blow job this is, and not even a good one. What you have here is somebody put together this list based on names that trend well. Bill Cosby, Alan Dershowitz got in the pudding together. It's a bunch of shit. Well, the chocolate pudding was, but you understand what I'm saying. They've got everybody telling you it's so satanic and so there's stuff in there they're getting pressure to release the list. A third of the list is dead. I just want you to understand that. We ran every name, and, well, maybe not quite a third, right? But a vast portion of this list are people that are deceased. Probably the most important part of their deceasery, which is not a word, but I just made that up, is the fact, and that's why I put the temple there where all of this supposedly happened, the temple's permits, where all of the super secret pizza and hot dogs were served to Elvis, but he had to wait for Marilyn to get her turn. The fucking permits were applied for in 2009, done in 2012. But these are all the people that went into the Punani temple of the donut bumping velvet taco goddess. Isn't it interesting? This is how stupid our government thinks we are. It's also a reflection of, right? Oh, a third. That's a Masonic number. Oh my God, 1/3 dead. It's 3. If you look at it upside down, it's BBB without their backs. Yes, Orville and Wilbur Wright was there with some fucking nun. They did something called the Flying Nun. They were demonstrating the position to everybody. I don't have video. Fucking Sheriff Andy from Mayberry. Fucking Aunt B. I hear she was a beast. I fucking hear she was a beast. It was all a charade. In their own letter, when they're patting themselves on the back of this incredible act they've done, they write, well, here's this term. We just made it up. It's not part of the act, but we're going to include it. And here's that list. At least all of us got a hand job. Wasn't a good one. Damn paper cuts. That's all this is. That's all this is. And here's what's going to happen. You are going to watch, ignorant motherfuckers run with this. The list was the list of the old Gotti list. You're going to see the Flynn haters. Oh my God, I told you, Michael Flynn. There you go. Barney Fife. They don't call him the Barney the Mule, though, for nothing. Our politics, our society, our world has floored the barbers into kinky shit. You stay away from that motherfucker. He carries a straight razor. Stay away. Well, he'll shave your ass, but past that, getting you prepped for the engagement, fucking don't throw down with Floyd. Fucking no. This is how stupid our government and our politicians thinks we are. And now you know just how much bullshit they blow up. Yes, the famous Mr. Ed was there. I hear he is quite popular. Now you know. Quit giving me content, guys. How fucking stupid they think we are. And now you know. Well, no, it really was, Joe, you know this, Uncle Milty. Uncle Milty, true story, folks. Milton Berle was known as the, oh my God, get him away from me kind of thing. Look, here's the deal. This is bullshit. They threw in an equal name of people that were mentioned in letters Like, oh my God, Trump's going to come after you. What do you think he's going to do? Well, he's going to do an Elliot fucking Spitzer on you, and you're going to go down, you're going to be found in your bed one day like Marilyn Monroe. Well, all of that makes it into this bullshit list. That was their compromise. They threw in so much bullshit that now, watch it. Watch all the people that are going to come out with exclusives. I told you Elvis wasn't dead. You understand what I'm saying? All bullshit distractions. All bullshit fodder. They're going to push it with keywords. Satanists grind your bones. Yes. Yes. I swear I've seen the videos. I can't show them to you. And it's going to be pushed and pushed and pushed and words. And then the new history is going to be written. There never was an Epstein list. You knew that. We told you that. There was never a fucking list. We never had one. See, they got to get rid of what they promoted for years, the Epstein list, which in fact, by the way, there's video of Epstein's manservant, not that kind of manservant, but his organizer, attempting to sell Epstein's list, his black book. But they got to erase that. You are witnessing the rewriting of history. And sadly, you're witnessing the people that are paid to do it. And it will slowly work into the vernacular of people and the world and everything else. Oh, there never was a list. You were wrong. As video pieces will be scrubbed from the net, scrubbed from everything else, because it's just not allowed. And they dropped in enough names to give the right heartburn. And they dropped in enough names on the left who probably weren't there, like Ocasio-Cortez, although she'd be fun there. She's cute. I would put a collar on her for a while. But you understand what I'm saying? To make even the left kind of push back from it. Nobody wants anything to do with this. We'll just throw your name on the list. You think Santa has a list, good and bad. You don't want to get on the fucking naughty list. Fuck you. You don't go along with this, we'll put you on the Epstein list. Joe knows that. I mean, she's cute. Great hooters, too. Sorry, there's a picture out there I haven't been able to find again, but she's bending over, her sweater stretching. Wow. So it's shit. They have decided to go the opposite direction. They are tainting this, seeding it, that pretty soon this is what? Jimmy Hoffa, Bigfoot land. K44654 says AOC should have a shock collar. When I said I'd collar her, do you think I left out the shock? Fuck no, that's the best part. You just got to time it right. You time it right. May I have another, sir? Look, you know that about me. But anyway, you understand what I'm saying? You're surprised I didn't make the list? It's because I created the list. You get this shit. Isn't this enough to make you puke? Isn't this enough to make you see just how often they yank our chain? And now what do? An equal amount of people on the right will be calling out people on the left on the list. An equal amount of people on the left will be calling people out on the right on the list. And it will fucking take on its own brand new life of online rioting. Lindsey Graham's on the list. I just tried to visualize that. Mitt Romney. I mean, come on. Let's say some of the names, right? Ronald Reagan's on the list. John McCain's on the list. Fidel Castro's on the list. Princess Diana, James Comey, Hillary Clinton, Dick Cheney, Patrick Byrne, George Bush Jr., Richard Branson, John Bolton, Todd Blanche, Joe Biden, Ashley Biden. She's another cute one, by the way. Reid Hoffman, Howard Hess, Lindsey Graham, Merrick Garland, William Barr, Woody Allen. Yeah, Woody Allen, ground up bones. It's his secret health juice to looking so sexy. You're fucking talking about Woody Allen. That shit ain't working, man. Any color on the list? Phil Donahue. Well, maybe Fidel Castro, a little color. Let me see if I can see any others. Yeah, Obama's on the list. Bezos. Orrin Hatch. Rudy Giuliani, Bill Gates. Rahm Emanuel. Alan Dershowitz. Bill Cosby. There's a little color on the list. Of course, I told you Sarah Huckabee. Nikki Haley. Leon Black. Cher. Bill Clinton. Gloria Allred. Fucking hey, I want a piece of that. Yeah. Steve Bannon. Yeah. Beyonce. Okay. Beyonce could be fun. Barry Diller. He's there for the guys. Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth II. Oh, I say. You're supposed to turn her over first. That's the proper way. But I'll still watch. Melinda Gates, who divorces Bill Gates because he was known to associate with Epstein. He hid it from her. She canned his ass. $1 billion. She's listed on the list. Noam Chomsky. George Conway. Yes, Steve Bannon. George Conway and Woody Allen. I heard from all of them that they were kind of in a circle, and in the center was this really small guy. I looked. That was Ron DeSantis. And Sarah Ferguson. David Copperfield. If he can disappear from a fucking lion's cage, why can't he fucking disappear from this list? Dick Cheney. Michael Cohen. Lord help us. Our government knows that we are so fallen as a people, fallen as logic, fallen as common sense, that this is all it takes. Fucking Cartoon Network writers to now write public policy to keep us all entertained. How sad is that, guys? Texas Liberty wants to know if Brian Bosworth was there. Here's a nice looking guy. Where is he these days? I saw some sort of thing about the Boz. I wonder where he went. I don't know what he's doing these days. Just think about this, folks. Everybody's been screaming for it. Here it is. And they're good. They give you something to fucking talk about. Even the most whack fucking conspiracy theorists have a little bite in this list. Told you Elvis wasn't dead. Been telling you that for years. Alex Jones is on the list. Alex Jones is on the list. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure I saw it. Hang on. Yes, he's right between Hank Johnson, Hakeem Jeffries, and Pramila Jayapal and Mick Jagger. Yes, he's on the list too. Ted Lieu. Thomas Massey. Nancy Mace. Jizzle Guzzling Maxwell. John McCain. Rupert Murdoch. Janet Napolitano. Gavin Newsom, Benjamin Netanyahu, Jerry Nader, Michelle Obama, Mehmet Oz, Nancy Pelosi, Kash Patel, Mike Pence, Pope John Paul II, J.B. Pritzker, Lisa Marie Presley, since they had the mother and father, or their daughter, they got two daughter fathers. They had the Huckabees and the Presleys, Elvis, Prince Philip, Dan Quayle, Brett Ratner, Susan Rice, Mitt Romney, Rod Rosenstein, Karl Rove, Marco Rubio, Paul Ryan, Ben Sassy, Adam Schiff, Never Steph, Chuck Schumer, Tim Scott, Jay Sekulow, Jeff Sessions, Alex Soros, Kevin Spacey, Debbie Stabenow, Kenneth Starr, Sultan Ahmed bin Suleiman, Eric Swallows Not Well, right under Barbara Streisand, Keir Starmer, Bruce Springsteen, Peter Thiel, Ivanka Trump, J.D. Vance, Jeff Zucker, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Melania Trump, Mark Zuckerberg, Donald Trump, Chris Tucker, and Todd Blanche, who signed the letter, and his name is on the list, and he signed the letter for Pam Bondi, and she's on the list too. Yeah, Pam Bondi's on the list. Todd Blanche is on the list, and both of them signed it as United States Attorney General Pam Bondi and Deputy United States Attorney General Blanche. And it is why at the beginning of the program, I told you have your answer what's going to be done with this. You now see the finale. It's over. It's done. It's fucking dead. It's done. And this is how they killed it. Now I'm gonna warn you, even like in election stuff, old theories reviving themselves. Watermark ballots were found and they were all voted by. The con is up. The con is up for the midterms. I've been telling you this for a long time. This is it, folks. We're a captured nation if you don't get off your ass and help. It's all planned. That's why Kamala's up to 75,000. They're legitimizing all those bullshit people they put in. It's here. This is it. All coming together. All for bullshit. That's why I put dead fish, monkeys, and rhinos. Oh, shit. I forgot a raccoon. I should have put them in bow ties. But this is it. It's all being redone. It's political theater. It's the machines. It's the machines. It's the machines. It's all theater. Which makes me very sad. But I need you to see this. I need to call it out. I need to show you those names that are bullshit. You should be able to see it yourself. I know it seems depressing. It should fucking piss you off that they think you're this stupid. This will help you see who's really in on the rig. This will help you see the people they pay millions to push you bullshit stories. This will help you see which one of your fucking influencers you watch will take some bullshit like this and run with it and make shit up, which will tell you you've been wasting your time with them all the time. I hated to do this show, but this is the truth. I love you all. Share this program.
Rennie Good was a gifted soul, a writer and a poet and a mother. Wow, she tried to hit an agent with her car. Oh no, pop motherfucker, now she's gone. Yeah. Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-headed fuckables with the septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease. You fuck around and find out it's what it is. Jeffrey Pretty was a Jewish homo. Started talking shit to protect a chomo. He was getting nicked when he pulled a gun. Bam, motherfucker, now you're gone. Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-headed fuckables with the septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease. Fuck around and find out what that is. Rennie Good was a gifted soul, a writer and a poet and a mother. Wow, she tried to hit an agent with her car. Oh no, pop motherfucker, now she's gone. Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-headed fuckables with the septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease. You fuck around and find out it's what it is. Jeffrey Pretty was a Jewish homo. Started talking shit to protect a chomo. He was getting nicked when he pulled a gun. Bam, motherfucker, now you're gone. Being a fucking liberal is a mental disease. Blue-headed fuckables with the septum ring. You are not a hero, you're a fucking disease. Fuck around and find out what that is.
Our courts are based on clear and convincing evidence. Want convictions? Want justice? For what happened in the 2020 election? Then we need your help. Not fixing 2020 will damn our nation forever. The decision you make in the next few moments could decide whether we ever get our elections fixed or not. Here's why. Trump campaign and allies filed 64 different lawsuits. They all went down in flames. 100% of these cases were presented on "It's the machines," or "The machines changed the votes," or "The voting company executive said he would make sure Donald J. Trump would not win." They all went down in flames. Why? You can't bring theories to court as evidence. No supposed Zoom call or six-degree polynomial math theory or census data is or ever will be proof of fraud. You can't bring theories to court as evidence. Here's why. In both civil and criminal law, the side making a claim carries the burden of proof, and prosecutors must prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Without physical or otherwise verifiable evidence, a case cannot meet this high threshold. Physical evidence is the key. The question is, did anyone get relevant, reliable, provable, testable, and duplicatable evidence of what really happened in the 2020 general election? And the answer is yes, absolutely. The full forensic audit of Maricopa County, Arizona is the only evidence-gathering work which gathered relevant, reliable, provable, testable, and duplicatable evidence of what really happened in the 2020 general election. Evidence so damning that the system, the deep state, and those who pulled the strings of this country have fought to keep it hidden and have hoped to have it be forgotten to time. Almost $3 million invested in time, funds, and efforts to unlock that which the system wanted hidden. But now, that evidence is in danger of being lost forever. So if you want what happened in the 2020 election fixed, then we need your help. Please donate to protect and secure this historic evidence. With the 2026 midterms coming up, the system is going to try to lame duck President Trump and then most likely introduce new impeachment proceedings. This is the evidence which will help win the war which is surely to come. We need to keep Maricopa County full forensic investigation and archives secure and ongoing. So if you want what happened in the 2020 election fixed, then we need your help. Please donate to protect and secure this historic evidence. We need your help securing the full forensic audit archives. Don't allow the only testable, objective, and reliable 2020 election evidence fall into obscurity. Millions were spent on getting it documented and tested. This is historic evidence. Not fixing 2020 will damn our nation forever. The historic Maricopa County full forensic audit effort processed 20,895,610 digital and forensic images of varying formats, resulted in 208 million individual evidence-proof files. The system processed over 58 billion forensic measurements, resulting in over 2 trillion individual base computations. No hopium, no hype, just hardcore forensic evidence. Please make sure the Maricopa County full forensic audit archives survive. Donate now. So if you want what happened in the 2020 election fixed, then please donate to protect and secure this historic evidence. We can't do it without you. We need you. America needs you. Our future needs you. Please donate now. Not fixing 2020 will damn our nation forever. Please donate now.